It's been absolute. Y'all are firing me up, making me want to play right now, baby. I love the boos, man. I love the cheers, baby. Keep them coming, Niners gang. Keep them coming.
Again, it is on. Welcome to the podcast, where we keep it rough, rugged, and raw. You know what it is, baby. Powered by the good folks at StarKMedia.com. This is the Line of Scrimmage podcast, reporting live from Championship City, baby. You know what it is. And your big homie Brian B. Shynin, joined by my side as he has been for 33 years and 11 months and 1 week, 3 weeks. Baby boy will be 34. Coach Brooks, he's in the building. What's happening, dog?
What's going on? What's going on? We ready. We ready. A few more days. Just a few more days. Y'all got to see us.
Super Bowl 58.
Yes, sir.
And look, let's do this real quick, because this one's personal for us, for our family.
Yes, sir.
So, in the Brooks branch, we have an older brother who helped raise us both, who was both very, very influential in both of our lives, and he likes to be the black sheep. He does this to himself. Okay, we all have somebody like this in our family. Everybody in your family, almost every single member, it's like a 90% rate of your family is Chiefs fans. But you got that black sheep.
Fredo.
Want to go against the grain, want to go against everybody, want to try to be their own individual. And he likes the San Francisco 49ers, y'all.
Tragic. Bad.
So, y'all, Coach Brooks and yours truly, all of our lives. Coach Brooks, tell them what we had to hear.
Torment. We'll get an argument about football. He'll go, 5. He'll put his hand up like that. 5 Super Bowls. He'll tell us how long ago it's been since we won a Super Bowl. And he'll tell you all the glory years about Jerry Rice and Steve Young, the story of how he became a 40, man, all the bull jobs you could think of, man, and it's torment.
If you look behind me, viewers, his whole face isn't in the picture. Not the dark-skinned dude, Lil Keith, R.I.P. to him. But we talking about John Michael Brooks II, right there above my shoulder. You can see
Fredo Corleone.
Calm down, Michael. Calm down. You can see the 49ers hat he has right there on his head. I know that's a 49ers hat. But be that as it may, of course, in 2020, okay, February 2nd, 2020, we did watch that Super Bowl with our older brother. And we really had a good time rubbing it in his face.
I gave him the bit. I kind of felt bad how I was talking to him. I still got the videos on my phone.
I got the videos too.
I kind of felt bad. I was talking to him crazy.
So y'all, this just to be transparent with y'all, our older brother has been going through some struggles recently. He's getting better day by day. So this Super Bowl is personal, it's special, and regardless of who wins in our family, we all gonna win. So because if the 49ers just so happen to win, which we all don't want to happen, that my older brother will be happy. And if it costs that, then that's worth the price.
Man, he gonna get to talking real crazy.
Bro, he's already talking. Like this is why I'm like he's good, because he was talking shit today. He sure was. So he's definitely returning to the old John. But the new Chiefs, though, woo-wee. The heat was on. The heat was on, baby. The heat was on as the Chiefs. I can't believe this. Our Chiefs are the villains. Run it back, Kelsey.
And it's been absolute. Y'all are firing me up, making me want to play right now, baby. I love the boos, man. I love the cheers, baby. Keep them coming, Niners gang. Keep them coming.
Hey, yo, I can tell.
They hate us because they hate us.
Exactly. But I could tell Kelsey is an asshole just like Patrick, because he was doing this. Like, I knew he wants that. He loves that by the way he was moving his fingers. I could just tell just off that, man.
Oh, let me get my what you talking about? What? Thank you. I'm glad. Chickens coming home to roost never made me mad, man. That made me glad. I'm happy. I'm happy, bro. I don't want to. Everybody knows what's finna happen. Vegas can fake like they don't know what's going to happen. They can make the odds however they want to. It's going to be an onslaught, as our father would say. It's going to be an onslaught. Oh, Patrick is in mode. That's what we call it. Oh, he's in mode. He's in mode.
Well, I'm glad you mentioned that, because Patrick did have some words about turning heel and becoming a part of the NWO.
Chris Jones talked about the fact that you guys are now becoming like the villains of the NFL. There's a growing narrative out there. I know everyone prefers to be liked, but is it a role that you kind of enjoy in a way? Do you feed off of that?
Not necessarily. I think I just like winning. If you win a lot and that causes you to be a villain, then I'm okay with it. But at the end of the day, I'm going to enjoy playing the game and try to win as much as possible.
A stone cold killer.
How my man walked down. How my man used to walk down there. Let's go, bro. Let's go. Y'all got to quit poking the bear. That's just not smart. It's just not smart. Corner's a suspect to me. What's his name? Verrett. Oh, we coming for him. I think he's the slot corner for the 49ers. Oh, we coming for him.
So you want to get into it early.
I'm ready.
Can unmute the mics. Oh, hold on. Can I unmute it? I can unmute mine. I can't unmute yours, Coach Brooks, but you
come
can
on,
see
man.
what's
Look
going
at
on
this.
here.
Look at this. Yeah,
There
come
we
on
go.
up in here, Fred Warner. You better get back.
There we go.
Come on, that's a Kelsey special.
So this is the Lions touchdown in the second quarter with 5:54 left to go in the first half.
And guess what? That front four was invisible against the Lions.
Yeah.
And doggone it, we got a run game. And Nick Bosa
That's our second level tackles right there, Coach Brooks.
Dog, Nick Bosa tests so horribly in the run game, it don't even make sense. Definitely ain't worried about Chase Young. Let him get moved at the point. Let's go. That's two gaps. That's two gaps of movement. Fred Warner light in the pockets, too. I'm telling you, man, victim. I told you 20. He's a victim.
Yeah, the defensive backs for the 49ers, I can see Patrick chop suey in him.
Victimized. Charvarius Ward is going to be a victim.
I'm just saying, last time we saw Charvarius Ward in the Chiefs uniform, he was getting dogged out by Jamar Chase.
I mean, that's a hell of a player to get dogged out by. But this right here, with the way Pacheco runs that rock,
terrible tackling.
This is not going to be – he's shifty and runs with an attitude. This wide nine stuff Nick Bosa does, that's the same play. That's the same alignment that got him in trouble with Andy when we let me Cole go crazy.
We're going to run it back. We're going to lose that game. We're going to run it back. Let's look at it one more time. If you're attacking this 49ers defense, what are you doing, Coach Brooks?
First of all, they dropping the zones. Fred Warner wants to try to get a lot of depth so he can get the picks. So you definitely run shallow crossers. But me, I'm running it. I'm running the ball. I'm running the ball right at him. You can do all the stunts you want. I'm going to make what I've seen how I've seen Andy attack Nick Bosa before is to run at him, run reads his way, make him be technically sound. We give Fred Warner some eye candy, run the ball towards Nick Bosa, and we keep it smooth. I don't think Hargraves is a stout D tackle. I think he's very talented and get up the field, but I don't think he can hold the point, as you can see right there, getting scooped and getting moved 5 yards sideways. Get it let me get you guys to understand this. A nose guard, if you moving sideways or if you're going backwards, that is a no-no. Your job is to penetrate and disrupt. Your job is to take the offensive line off levels. That is your job as an interior D lineman. Everybody wants to talk about pass rush. Your job as an interior D lineman is to push the pocket, to penetrate, and to get the offensive line off levels. Offensive line love being on levels. If they're on levels, if they're even, that means the running back has cut lanes. If they're disrupted and it's not level, the running back has to read more, where you can react faster. Fred Warner, that's embarrassing. But Gibbs is very talented.
But I will say Detroit has a very good offensive line, probably a top 5 line in the league.
Oh yeah, they're young, they're physical.
But it's the effort on the 49ers part for me, that tackling. Ooh, that tackling looks suspect. And that's, Jahmyr Gibbs, great back, talented back. He's shifty. But man, when you got a 210-pound Isaiah Pacheco running like he stole something, coming at you fist and face first.
Man, he proved himself to me how he was running against Roquan. Like with reckless abandonment. Like that was they stonewalled and he won a couple. You got me.
Yo, shout out to the fam in the building. Cousins in the building. What's up, Edward? Got Uncle Sticky in the building. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah, we're gonna run right that Bosa, huh?
You got Omega Sci-Fi in the building, you know what I'm saying?
That's all right, Coach Lee. That's all right, Coach Lee. You got it.
But that's one thing that if you look back at that game, the Chiefs played the 49ers in San Francisco last year. The Chiefs blew them out, by the way, blew them out of the water. That was the first game where they had Christian McCaffrey. Now he was only there a couple days or so. But the Chiefs did what they wanted to do against a stouter 49ers defense that they had back then and that they do now. And one of the main reasons that the Chiefs were so successful, if you recall, Coach Brooks, and I know you do, a lot of jet sweeps.
Jet sweep right at Nick Bosa.
Right at 97.
Right at Nick Bosa. Bro, DNs like that disrupt when you go away from them. Or if you want to drop back in 5-step. And you can't really 3-step that much. Coach Lee. You can't really 3-step that much because
Alpha's in the building. Is that am I reading that right?
Yeah, you read it right.
Shouts to the Alphas, man.
No. Shout out to Coach Lee. Fred Warner and Greenlaw are gonna react to 3-step drop quick. So they play off Bosa real well. Dude, I foresee offensively us getting more physical than they're willing to deal with. And then I see Rice going crazy. I see us getting a matchup on 20 with Rice early and often. Because he's been victimized 2 weeks in a row.
Ooh. Hey, yo, the Packers was doing what they want to do with that play action.
The business. They're having a hard time against West Coast offenses, man. The business.
You mentioned Rashee Rice. Our very own at Star K Media, Clint Schweitzer, man. He's on the scene in Las Vegas. He got a chance to catch up with number 4.
Rashee, one big thing for you is, and I know it's kind of a personal thing with Coach Likens, is DBS, don't be soft. Just kind of talk about that and how you've been able to implement that into your rookie year here in the NFL and how much you've grown.
I've been able to implement that, every day, just because every day is I get a little more, of a workload, and that's how it was throughout the season, just kind of, progressing every day just to, get better. And don't be soft. It's a mentality I live by, just because, every day you might face a little bit of adversity, and, it's just about how you handle certain things and how you come in every day to be the same person.
I got to know where you got the 80s hair metal pants, those jeans you had on with like Ozzy Osbourne and Motley Crue all on the patches on the pants. Where'd you get those, and are they in Vegas? Because that's like Vegas if I've ever seen it.
Nah, they're not in Vegas. My stylist, styled by Nate in Dallas, he got them for me. One of his best friends created the brand, so he puts me on with those things.
Now you got to start listening to those bands. You can't have Ozzy and Kiss and Judas Priest. You got to start listening to that.
It's about the style for me, man.
You might like it. You might like some loud guitars.
I might, especially for a game, get me in the mode.
Clint, they don't care nothing about what you talk about.
He floated with him, though. He floated with him. The communications coach is working. Man.
Shouts to Clint Schweitzer in the building, man. Man, taking care of business in Las Vegas.
Hey, man, I heard.
Look, don't be soft. Hey, you see
I
it
heard
on the
EB
field.
made an appearance before the AFC Championship game.
Hold up. What?
I heard Eric Bieniemy made an appearance in the hotel before the AFC Championship game.
You did?
That old friend, Andrew, is Eric Bieniemy, who was the offensive coordinator with the Washington Commanders, remember, this past season, left the Kansas City Chiefs. Well, the night before the AFC title game in Baltimore, my understanding is he drove up, went to the team hotel, met with the offensive side of the ball. Now, there was a play, I was told, up that they were going over. And Eric Bieniemy went up. It was an old play, kind of went through the install with the offense for old time's sake with the entire group. And Patrick Mahomes told us that there were kind of some chill bumps with guys in that room with Eric Bieniemy back in front of them. He said it's just you can feel him and feel his presence when he's in a room. And I had a long conversation with Marquez Valdez-Scantling about EB, and he told me, last year, maybe at times you kind of tune him out a little bit, all the yelling. He yells at everybody from Andy Reid down to the janitor. But when he was back in that room that night, I kind of got the feeling that I missed it, and I took it maybe for granted. And I bring this all up because remember the issues that this Chiefs team had at points of this season, whether they were pre-snap penalties, whether they were alignment issues. And I had a number of people late in the season in the building, Andrew, tell me that their thought is if EB was with this team, some of those things, that attention to detail type of stuff, wouldn't happen. So having him maybe back in the building before the AFC Championship game, maybe a little bit of a restart, a little bit of an acknowledgement of what he always brought, and maybe fine-tuned a couple things helping out this team as they head out into the Super Bowl.
I keep telling people this. It matters, bro. It matters. I don't care how old you are. We've been telling people this. It matters. It doesn't matter how old you are. You could be in Little League to the NFL. It matters. Accountability. Shout out to EB, the bruhs, AD bruhs. It matters. It doesn't matter how old you are, bro. Accountability is something that it takes in order to be great to win, man. Accountability.
We've been saying it all season, man.
All season.
All season, dog.
You either coaching it or you allowing it.
And is it a coincidence that the game-winning catch came from a guy who did lose concentration during the season, from a guy who might have lost a little confidence during the season, from a guy who took a lot of crap from everybody in the town, including from me.
Boy, he had about 3 mosquito dicks of confidence left.
He showed up, dog. And I'm not saying it's entirely because of Eric Bieniemy.
Nah.
But come on, dog. It's something to it. It's something to it that people who've never been in a locker room, who've never been coached, or who hasn't been coached hard can never identify with.
Okay, you can't replicate it. Being a leader of men is not anything you can fake. You cannot fake that. You cannot fake that. And the team naturally takes on the characteristics of the coaching staff, especially the coordinators. They're going to take the attitude and the approach to the game. They're going to take that on. How you prepare for the game. You know how tedious it is to have to tell somebody the same. I just told your nephew this today. To have to tell somebody the same thing over, and the dedication to one integral part of the game that you have to tell somebody over and over daily. Bro, it's on the border of insanity. That's how meticulous football is. And I don't think a lot of people, if you haven't played it, and some people that have played it, if you haven't really studied and had to prepare for it properly, you wouldn't understand. It's a meticulous game. This is chess with moving bodies.
Man, we've been preaching it all season.
All season we've been calling for it, man.
And I pray to God that EB is in Las Vegas right now. And they gotta put him on the staff next year. Like he could be like offensive quality control, passing game coordinator. He could be something, dog, to keep his name floating around.
Man, hey, I heard a good take about it right now. They said EB is the NFL's Mark Jackson.
Bro, that's different, but I see what they trying to say.
I mean, dude, look at it. You can't fake this. Like you can't fake this, man. Like there's proof in the pudding, and you got to understand. Receivers coach, man. Listen, Matt Nagy need to move around. I'm good. EB can come back get his spot. You ask me, but I don't make no decision. In Veach we trust. Nagy has done the same things he did with the Bears. He done this year, in my opinion. Ain't nothing about these play calls been that impressive. From a alignment standpoint, matchup standpoint, motion standpoint, best thing they did is listen to the guy and go 12 and 13 personnel.
Let's switch over to the defense real quick.
Let's. The true heroes of Kansas City football right now.
To be honest, look, man, this team allowed 7 to the Dolphins, 24 to the Bills, and 10 points to the Baltimore Ravens. And 7 of those points, by the way, came on a missed sack by Leo Chenal.
Jackson.
But let's get to the 49ers' last touchdown drive against the Lions that put them over the top. And I have something that could be a concern, but luckily because of the Chiefs' schedule in the postseason, it shouldn't be a concern. Let's get to it. All right.
Man, motion. Almost pulled some Canada football type stuff.
Here it is. This is where he's making plays.
Yeah. He
with
pulled
his
that
feet.
out his bag. That was an act of desperation. But you're also talking about a Lions defense who struggles interior-wise to push the pocket. Big struggle. Big struggle to push the pocket.
Chiefs defensive line can get after this Niners offensive line for sure.
Yeah, only dog I'm really worried about is 71 over there, left tackle.
That beautiful number.
Yes, sir. Because he is an issue of the highest proportions.
Nah, he's a game changer.
He allows offensive coordinators' wildest dreams to come true as far as the pull game, pitches, counters. Christian McCaffrey, he's been way better inside with his one cut and getting north. But we got some time.
We're going to run that tape. It's just when, it's not Brock Purdy running the ball is his awareness going up. And that's where he's kind of elevated his game this year a little bit, especially in the postseason in the second half. And then, it is out of desperation, but that's just him finding a way to make a play.
But we also got to still talk about the Patrick Mahomes effect. We don't got little people like that inside the interior, but you can't sit there and wait to try to make your plays till you feel like it against us. Because that guy is that quarterback. So it's going to be more pressure to actually have to make certain throws. Certain windows, he's going to have to put it in the pocket.
True. Especially in the Super Bowl.
Yes, sir.
But the good thing is that the Chiefs have played Tua, not much of a scrambler, but he could get shifty. But Josh Allen and Lamar Jackson, the two best scramblers in the league, two of the best scramblers in the history of the league, to be honest with you, up there with Vic, up there with Steve Young. So, and Brock Purdy is nowhere near the class of those two when it comes to being an athlete.
But that's the issue.
You're getting Willie Gay back.
You're not game planning. You're not game planning for that. That's the last on your list of this is what I need to stop with the 49ers.
Right.
And that's pretty much the issue when it comes to scheming it up. Like, we're not going to have a bunch of quarterback spies in the game plan for Brock Purdy. We got to find a way. To me, the biggest issue that we're going to have as a defense is when they start pulling like we do. When they start pulling tackles, they start bringing the tight end and H-backs up into the B gap and counter game, power game, traps. To me, that is one of the issues that I foresee happening and probably Spag as well. And we've been scheming for how to collision those pullers, set that edge. And you know who we going to miss when it comes to that type of game plan?
Anywho.
The Shark. Yeah. The Shark was a master at this type of going against this type of offense.
Yes, we're a live Facebook user.
The Shark was a master at this, bro. You got to be able to collision those pullers. You got to be able to stuff those gaps. They're going to definitely have some traps in there for Chris Jones because he likes to get upfield. But that Deebo Samuels, I'm not worried about all that in the backfield, in the round, and all that because our DBs get active.
Oh, yeah, they do.
We got tacklers. We got big DBs. We got tacklers. And that's what he likes to take advantage of. Oh, I'm a big running back body. I can break a tackle and get loose. We got tacklers in that back end. From the rooter to the tutor. I'm more worried about our DNs with pool game. My boy Mike Pennell should have a very big day. Setting that
DN should be the last position you worry about.
Yeah, right.
Because the spirit
DT
It's gonna take over Chiefs Kingdom,
DT.
I'm just saying, no need to worry about the DNs. No need to worry. Look, the defense, man, the defense is gonna ball out and show everybody why we've been disrespected.
The most important stat is the points allowed in the second half. That's crazy. Look at them shoulder pads, dude. Hey, but them was concussion preventers.
Facts.
Look at all that
Imagine them two on the same team.
Oh, that's crazy.
He's him, man. He really is. And I just
it's almost surreal.
I just don't foresee this man. I think that I think his desire to overtake Tom Brady and his desire to never to lose and never to face, never to give the haters something to talk about. I he's that guy, dog. And it's hard to calculate and it's hard to describe what that really is. But I can only like describe it with people. And the people who I can compare the type of desire to win that he has to is Kobe, Michael Jordan, Tom Brady.
Yeah, he definitely showed his Tom Brady.
Just that, I think that might be it.
He definitely showed his Tom Brady side this year. Like he was sick of it. I'm sick of this shit. He was tired, bro. It's well, the hard part is if you're approaching our offense. So with Tom Brady, it's all right, get A gap pressure, push the A gaps, make him move around a little more, get outside the pocket, collapse it. I would like to sit in a meeting and hear the opening speech about how we're going to shut Patrick Mahomes down. I would love to hear it. How are you going to motivate your players to believe in whatever scheme you're coming up with is going to shut down Patrick Mahomes? I want to hear it. Where you coming with it? I would love to sit in there and listen to them break this down. Coach, go ahead. Throw the film on. Let's see where you're coming from with this. It used to be rush 3. Drop 8. Now
that seems to be the best answer too. That seems to be the most effective one.
Then we're just gonna run draw.
Because then you put it in the coach's hands.
Then we're just gonna run draw. Pacheco is a game changer. Pacheco is an extreme game changer. He's one broken tackle away from a 70-yard run.
Yeah. Well, look, I got the Chiefs winning this thing, man. 24-21.
Ooh.
A little fist fight. 49ers will be desperate. We gonna get their best game plan. I think, yeah, man. 24-21. Chiefs get the dub. Patrick gets his 3rd Super Bowl MVP. And 4 Super Bowls.
I think we walk away
Kansas City.
I think we walk away with a 4-point win. I say 4-point win. I think it's going to be a little more offense than everybody's anticipating.
And we will be celebrating on Wednesday.
As a coach, I'm just happy to see the chess match because these are 2 great play calling offensive coordinators and 2 great defensive minds. So I'm interested to see the chess game. It's gonna be a major chess match. Andy probably sat Nagy down and said, "Hey man, I got it, Lido. I got this, man." Not to mention you giving Andy preparation time. You don't do that. You don't give Andy preparation time. Been around too long, man. When you get around a good coach that's been around a long time, man, this stuff comes to him like Rain Man.
Well,
And
one
you in
last-
the even front. And you in the even front, which makes it easier on the offensive coordinator, in my opinion.
Well, one last line of business we got to handle before we get up out of here. Very, 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 very controversial topic that we must tackle, and it's important to you. It's important to me. It's important to all of the viewers right now, dog. And it really concerned me where we are in this country. It really does, dog, because there is this great divide. And I just don't understand how white people got this all mixed up. I don't understand it.
It's absolutely ridiculous. And to do it on February 1st, to throw me to the wolves like that was messed up, man. I don't want anything to do with that one, man. I got a good fade if you need it, though. It's a 2 on top, a nice high to mid fade with a taper in the back. But I didn't invent that. I just asked for it.
What white person at the New York, I gotta take the glasses off of this. What white person at the New York Times, because that's where this article originally came from. That's where the controversy came from, talking about the new style from Travis Kelce. I'm paraphrasing with that. The new style made famous by Travis Kelce, the Kelce fade. Are you kidding me? Right? I really want to like cuss. I want a Brian Brooks cuss right now.
Hey man, I'm not surprised. I'm not surprised. It don't faze me. I'm glad Travis stood in the way of it. I'm not surprised, man.
Bro, I am. Bro, there was white people know about the high top fade. The fade been around forever.
Man, just like
the fade been around since the 30s. They researched it. The fade been around since the 30s. And these white people talking about Travis Kelce invented it.
Hey man,
what we talking about, dog?
I'm not surprised. Rock and roll, I'm not surprised. Swag surfing, I'm not surprised.
The nerve
stance, I'm not surprised. Break dancing, I'm not surprised. They got Anglo. Listen, bro. They got them crip walking on TikTok, man. I'm not surprised. Are you surprised by this? Come on.
Yes.
Man. Wow.
Everybody know what a fade is, and they know where they done seen it before.
It's provocative.
Hey, man.
He knew what he was doing when he wrote that.
He can go to hell.
Provocative.
Words of Tony Schiavone as we close out the Line of Scrimmage podcast, because that's what Tony Schiavone said on this after the NWO was made. Hulk Hogan, you can go to hell. But these are our Kansas City Chiefs, y'all. We are the heels. We are the villains. Embrace it. Love it. Because look, and they definitely gonna be mad when we scream home of the Chiefs during the national anthem during the Super Bowl.
Yeah.
We really gonna give you something to cry about then. I can't wait for that. But look,
I just love the fact that the writers have had to witness.
Right. Oh, that's so beautiful. And it's a double knife for the Raiders. It's a double kill shot because the 49ers is their second worst op. It's us. They got us, Denver, and the 49ers. Like, they hate all three of us equally.
I love this.
Chargers too, probably, because the Chargers be waxing their ass, and they had like kind of like a LA rivalry or whatever. But anywho, yeah, this is beautiful to see them bastards suffer like this. This is chef's kiss. But man, look, man, we appreciate y'all checking us out. Oh, Coach Brooks, before we go, congratulations on your camp.
Oh yeah, it was good, man. KC will
put it out there.
KC will be having the Battle of the Bigs next Sunday on February 17th. Keep a lookout for the location. We're going to have Battle of the Bigs. We're going to have guys coming there to compete. Me, tenacity, train with tenacity. Come get tenacious. If you have linemen, linebackers that are trying to get better fundamentally, mentally, and their approach to the game overall, inbox me, come see me. We had signing day today. We got kids going to UCM. We got 2 guys signed to UCM. We got a guy signed to SEMO and another guy signed to McKendree. Our big recruit has already left to Oregon. So we're doing big things, man. So if you want to come get tenacious, inbox me. If you have a lineman or a linebacker that wants to get trained. But we do have Battle of the Bigs February 17th in Kansas City. And be on the lookout for those posts.
There it is. All right, I got to put my glasses back on for this. All right, man, that's it for the Line of Scrimmage podcast. We'll holler at y'all next week. Super Bowl recap. Till then, go Chiefs!
AFC West said we were rebuilding. I'm going to be honest with you. I don't know what rebuilding means. We're world champs. And this is just the beginning. We ain't done yet. So I'll make sure to hit y'all back next year, and I hope the crowd's the same. Appreciate y'all. Let's go.